the liquid BBL.
Yes.
So the girls are coming in, they're, filling in their hip dips, they're, getting a little added to their butt. And I want to talk about that just because I think that's another option if people don't necessarily want to go under the knife. So talk about the liquid BBL.
Yeah, so I first want to say that the liquid BBL is different than, like, I don't know if this is like the right thing to say. Like, I don't want to say like the basement BBL.
Ass shot.
Yeah, ass shot.
Well, you could.
I was like, I don't know if I can say that.
Shot.
But yeah. This is different.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a combination of biostimulatories and hyaluronic acids that are safe and FDA approved and injected to augment the glutes. It will never, unfortunately, never give you a surgical BBL-like result.
Okay.
But it can augment, enhance, and it's for a specific client. Okay. And the reason why I say that is if we think that the non-surgical liquid BBL is a replacement for the surgical BBL, it's not.
Okay.
Right? There's nothing that's gonna be as amazing. And you know me, I'm gonna be always transparent with all my clients. I'm gonna be like, this is a great option, but if surgery's not for you, if you don't want to not be able to sit on your butt for 3 months and you don't wanna have to lay on your stomach, like you can, this is a great second option to enhance the glutes. But if you want a surgical BBL and you're trying to do this because it's cheaper or it's whatever, like quicker, I would recommend that you still go the surgical route.
Because it ain't cheaper.
It is not cheaper.
Yeah.
No, it's not
you
cheaper
have to
because you're
keep getting
paying
it
for
done.
product.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And y'all know we have another business spotlight today.
Yes, y'all, we have another business spotlight today. And this one is like really, really, really special to me and close to my heart because we don't just have a injector, we have our injector, Helen. This is my girl. She has been doing my Botox. She's been doing everything on my face for over the past, 2-3 years, I think?
I think so, yeah. I think I've known you for 4.
Yeah.
It might have been that long with me, too.
Yeah, I don't know. Time's just flying, though.
Yes,
It is. So yes, this is our girl Helen, and she has her own new med spa called Cove Aesthetics. And she's here to talk to us about it. So give it up for my girl.
Hey!
Well, thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you for coming because I feel like first of all, we talk about you so much on the show.
We do.
I love
So
it.
I'm so glad that they can put a face to the name.
Yes.
And we talk about filler and injections, and I feel like with our community, especially like the Black community, they feel like it's so taboo. Me and you go viral all the time when we talk about
I know. I feel so bad sometimes.
Oh, girl.
Because I'm like, I will post the before and afters, and sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, every time.
Every time.
Lexi's face hits.
But, the face is tea. You know what I'm saying? So I want to start from the beginning because I feel like we are in an age of people just like sneaking off, going to hotel rooms and getting, this XYZ, or people just going getting their lashes done. And they like, I can do lip fillers too. Stuff like that. So talk about your background and education and what people should look for when looking for an injector.
Yeah, so definitely medical provider first and foremost. So that's why I tell all my patients that first and foremost, I'm a physician assistant. So my patients, you guys come first. Medical aesthetics is second. And then just like human anatomy, right?
Yeah.
So making sure that they are well versed in that. And then I've been in this industry for 6.5 years now. And Cove has been open for almost 3 months now. So now I've kind of branched off. We've done our own thing because so used to seeing bad injectables at places. And I wanted to make sure that kind of our mantra at Cove was the natural aesthetic. Our mantra is natural by design. So we wanted to really put that into our space and kind of show people a different side of aesthetics that isn't so basement, lash artist injecting something random in your face. So, yeah.
And I mean,
You guys are the proof.
Yes,
y'all are the proof.
And that's what I was gonna say too. It's a testament to how great of a job you do, because people are always speculating. Number one, what Lex and I have had done, and they think that we have just gotten so much done.
No.
And it's so crazy because I'm always like, I really have not gotten that much stuff done over
really
the
not.
years. I really think it's just a mixture of coming in for maintenance and then taking really good care of my skin. But me and Helen also do a lot of other things. Because I think when people think of injectables, they always think of filler and Botox. But like me and you recently, we just started doing the PDRN under my eyes. And can you explain a little bit about that as well?
Yeah, so PDRN is a polynucleotide. It's a DNA molecule that is going to change and increase the collagen production of your skin. So our skin is our largest organ, and we need to make sure we take care of it. We do everything that we can. We eat healthy. We exercise to help with our lungs, our heart, our kidneys. We try not to drink too much to help with our liver. Do all those things, right? But we don't do enough for our skin, and our skin's the first organ that we see signs of aging happen. We see it first in the mirror before we ever see it in our lab work, right? Before we ever see our kidneys failing, before we ever have to do that cardio stress test. So what we've done with PDRN is it's a polynucleotide, and it just increases the growth of your collagen and elastin. So whenever you start seeing that dullness, those fine lines starting to come into place, wanting to get some more plumpness, just doing skin treatments can make such a big difference.
Okay, so I want to ask this question because a lot of people ask me this, and people DM me this all the time. What is the best remedy for hollow under eyes? Because I always see this debate back and forth, and people are like, should I do filler? They do fat transfer. Should I do this? Should I? So what is the answer to hollowness under your eyes?
The answer is it varies. Because everyone's hollowness is different.
Okay.
Depending on your age, your skin texture, do you have a lax fat pad there? Do you have hollowness? Do you need mid-cheek support? Is it the skin? Is it crepiness? There's so many different reasons why you have hollow under eyes.
Yeah.
So I say it's a variety of answers. I think under eye filler, and I actually did hear you talk about it in the podcast, it's one of those things that was the only option 3 years ago, right? And what we've come to realize is sometimes, especially in movable areas, especially with you, Lex, you're smiling all the time. We're really cute and cheeky. We've got two muscle groups sliding over each other. So sometimes that filler that was placed deep in the right area over time can kind of come up to the surface because those muscle groups are constantly moving. And we can also go into like filler migration, all that stuff. But because of that constant movement, that filler can be going up to the surface. So most people aren't super good candidates for under eye filler unless they have a really flat cheek fat pad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other options include surgical lower lid blephs. Fat transfers are great. I highly recommend doing treatments like PRF, Easy Gel, PRP to stimulate your body's natural collagen production. And then we talked about the skin, right? There's so many different reasons why that we start noticing these under eye changes. It's darkness, it's hollowness, it's wrinkles, it's crepiness. And then you have like the under eye darkness from like not sleeping.
Yeah.
They're all different things. You have to treat them in so many different modalities. So sorry, there's not a clear-cut answer.
Right.
Come in and see me and I can
gonna
tell
let you
you
know.
your whole entire treatment plan.
No, she is. Because I think that that's something that most people don't realize. Like, everything doesn't work well for everybody.
yeah.
A lot of injectors don't really tell people that because I know we've tried filler on me a few times in a few different areas and it just doesn't work well on me. Like under my eyes. We tried it for my smile lines and both times she had to dissolve it because it just, I wasn't because I wasn't a good candidate. You could see it.
Yeah.
And
See, for me, I know when we did my under eyes, you actually put it in my cheeks. So it,
Helps
because baby, I
support.
get some facial balance and I want the whole shebang.
And see, I've never gotten facial.
Yeah, I need it all.
Yeah.
I needed it all. But I love it because I always say how, because I remember one time I went to get my facial balancing, but it was like a few weeks prior, I had got my lips done. I was like, oh, I think I need a little more. You were like, no, you don't need nothing on your lips.
No.
Your lips are good. And I think, I don't want to be mean because I know like getting surgery or getting filler, Botox, all these things, it's like we're all just trying to look our best. We still want to look like ourselves, but our best. But we are in an age of like pillow face and over injecting. So talk a little bit about that and just, being a good injector versus, oh, well, I just want the money.
Yeah. Like I think that the biggest thing that you can do is First of all, you have to see people's before and afters. Like I talk about it like art, right? Some people will see art and be like, oh my gosh, that piece of art is worth $10,000. Other people will be like, my 5-year-old could do that, right? So art is so subjective, and I'm not saying that I'm the only person that does it the right way, but I do have a very naturally enhancing aesthetic. And it's actually more difficult to be natural undetectable injectables than it is to do something dramatic, because something dramatic is a one size fits all, right? You guys were talking about how, you know, people will be doing the same thing for everyone and not fully like assessing the patient at hand. And that's when you kind of get in this murky territory where people are putting the same cheeks on everyone, the same lips on everyone, the same number of syringes, and making everyone look the same, which is pillow face.
Yes.
So it actually takes way more skill to do a natural aesthetic. And I tell all my clients that people should never compliment you when they first meet you, if they don't know you, on your lip filler, your cheek filler, your jaw filler, because no one should be able to tell that you've had anything done.
Yeah.
People should only be able to say, like, if they've known you, you look refreshed, you look elevated. Oh my gosh, did you get 10 hours of sleep last night? They should be like, oh my gosh, Ozempic allegations, right?
Yeah.
But otherwise that, no one should be able to tell you've had anything done.
Yeah.
It should look so flawless and effortlessly like yourself that it just looks like the most elevated version of you.
Right.
And that is definitely what we preach at Alcove.
And
I
I
mean,
like, go ahead, sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, and one of the things that I love about you the most too is that, I mean, obviously you're a walking billboard. So that's why I trust you with my face, because I'm like, Helen looks so good.
Oh my God,
and I
thanks.
think that's always a telltale sign, because, you know, sometimes people be letting people touch their face and they don't really be a walking billboard themselves of how you would want yourself to look.
No,
and so I
absolutely.
love that about you, because I feel like everything is just so subtle and it's small enhancements, but you still look like yourself.
Yeah, and I'll be the first one to show you my before and after. I don't know if you guys have seen
You will,
that.
yeah.
I'll be the first one to talk about that, my journey with my skin, acne, you know, looking, you know, I was still very cute,
Yeah,
but just
right.
elevated, right? And like that journey I've been doing injectables since I was 25. I'm 31 now. And it's been a journey. And I feel like the biggest like confirmation / red flag that you can, as a patient, really decipher if who you're going to is the right person is to make sure your injector looks how you want to look.
Yeah.
Because I've had so many patients tell me like they've had a consultation elsewhere and they were super excited and they loved the work, and then they saw their injector and they were like,
Maybe not.
Yeah.
that face
Actually
not.
not.
I was like, wait.
Yeah.
And things photograph differently than when you see them in person. And I always tell my clients that something that is Instagram face or Instagram baddie face may look really wild in person.
Yeah.
Look very like unnatural. Give you heart palpitations when you see it in person.
I'm telling you, it's crazy because I always say that, like, if you get like work done and you still don't feel comfortable posting without a filter, it's maybe something a little deep, like either the work isn't good, or it's like you might have a little bit of body dysmorphia as well. A lot of times people look in the mirror and they don't see that they've gone too far. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, black don't crack, we don't need that. It be people constantly being like, oh, Lex, you need to stop touching your face. I really don't go that much because I like it when it settles. Because like I went probably maybe like a month before the Travel Queens premiere, and it has settled. When I tell you, everybody was like, Lex, what did you do? Did you lose weight? What's tea? I was like, I'm not telling you my secrets. But you
Go
know,
to Helen.
we gonna let it out now. But I think we have to get to the basics on this, because a lot of people are gonna watch this. We really have to get to the basics. We have to really talk about just the difference between Botox and filler.
Yeah.
Because people don't even know the difference between
They
that.
don't. They don't.
Yes. So talk about the difference between Botox and filler and what they both do.
Yeah, so Botox is a neuromodulator that helps with dynamic and static lines. So what Botox is doing is really just helping with movement wrinkles. So it's not going to give you volume. It's not really going to change too much about you besides accentuate your natural bone structure and your natural face. Obviously, there are people that do like a crazy Spock brow, and like there's people that can do a little bit of craziness with it, but when people associate Botox with bad work, it's usually not the Botox, it's usually the filler. And I think that those two are very like interchangeable. But Botox is like the most natural thing. Like I call it a gateway drug because like it's just so natural. It looks like you, but you just look like you have a really tight ponytail in. Or you look like you got good sleep, right? That's how you look after Botox. Filler, on the other hand, is definitely a more skilled thing. It's a more skilled injectable. Filler fills, so it can change volume. It can, I don't like the word lift. It can like replace volume in areas that can make you feel more lifted. It can enlarge things. It can restore volume in places. So that's what filler is. So the two in combination with each other, that's how you're able to get like full facial balancing, because I'm utilizing muscles, and then I'm also addressing areas that you've lost volume, whether it be with weight loss, whether it be with age, because we can all go into the science of that as well. But those are kind of the main two differences. They work in harmony with each other, but they address different parts of the face. One is muscle, one is volume.
Got you. Okay, so y'all know. I'm talking about us. It's just a little Botox.
Yeah, because we're always telling people like Botox doesn't actually change.
It doesn't.
Like, the
It doesn't.
anatomy of
No,
your face.
it does not. It does not.
And that's what gets me so mad when they get confused.
Yeah.
And stuff. I think they do that to you
And
a lot.
it wears off too.
Yeah.
Because like even right now, I actually might need to go see Helen this week, because when I raise my eyebrows, you
I know,
see the
I'm
lines
raising
coming
too.
back.
I remember she showed me you on a podcast one time, and you're like, Helen,
Yeah,
look at
and you-
this. What is happening here? And that was, that's
It
when
was-
we were just opening up Alcove too.
And it was
That is
so
so
funny
funny.
because you pointed it out too.
I was like,
you was
oh,
like, yeah, girl, I seen that on that episode.
It's
And I
like,
was
get in right now.
Look, I said, I'm glad that we had to go on Kev on stage and do some acting the other week, and I needed to react a little bit.
Yeah.
Now that that's done,
It's
I'll
time
be seeing
for
you next
re-up.
week, girl.
Oh my gosh,
So I
please
want to
do.
talk about something that's new that's been going on, is the liquid BBL.
Yes.
So the girls are coming in, they're, filling in their hip dips, they're, getting a little added to their butt. And I want to talk about that just because I think that's another option if people don't necessarily want to go under the knife. So talk about the liquid BBL.
Yeah, so I first want to say that the liquid BBL is different
Okay.
than, like, I don't know if this is like the right thing to say. Like, I don't want to say like the basement BBL.
Ass shot.
Yeah, shot.
Well, you could. Yeah, because
I was like, I don't know if I can say
Ass
that.
shot.
but
Okay.
This is different.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a combination of biostimulatories and hyaluronic acids that are safe and FDA approved and injected to augment the glutes. It will never, unfortunately, never give you a surgical BBL-like result.
Okay.
But it can augment, enhance, and it's for a specific client.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is if we think that the non-surgical liquid BBL is a replacement for the surgical BBL, it's not.
Okay.
Right? There's nothing that's going to be as amazing. And you know me, I'm going to be always transparent with all my clients. I'm going to be like, this is a great option, but if surgery's not for you, if you don't want to not be able to sit on your butt for 3 months and you don't want to have to lay on your stomach, like you can, this is a great second option to enhance the glutes. But if you want a surgical BBL and you're trying to do this because it's cheaper or it's whatever, like quicker, I would recommend that you still go the surgical route.
Because it ain't
okay?
cheaper.
Yeah.
It is not cheaper.
Yeah.
No, it's not
you
cheaper
have to
because you're
keep getting
paying
it
for
done.
products. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you have to keep getting it done. But I have clients, oh my gosh, like it's about to be summer, right? So clients are coming and we are doing a ton of non-surgical liquid BBLs because they're usually like either they're like petite girls that don't have any fat,
Yeah.
or they're my patients that have lost a lot of weight that don't have any fat, right? And those are usually like the best clients, or they've had a surgical BBL and they just want a little more hip. They want a little extra oomph. So they don't really have the fat to be able to transfer that way. So the liquid BBL is a very amazing, safe, effective option to augment the glutes. So giving a little bit of a hip dip, giving a little bit of like the sway back, right? So like that low back to upper booty connection,
Yeah.
right? A little pop, filling in asymmetries, right? Just like our boobs are asymmetrical, right? Sometimes we have a glute, like a side that's a little better and one
Right.
that's not as full. So that is the reason why I love the non-surgical instant BBL. And yeah, I mean, just like we can augment the lips, right? We can also do the booty.
A little plump to that
little
bump.
bit. Some of everything.
Yeah, exactly. And like hips, on the other hand, too, like you cannot work out hips.
Yeah, you
right.
can't.
And like if you don't have volume there, that is the first place fat is gonna die when you get your surgical BBL.
Yes.
So like I have a
Trust me, I
lot.
know, child.
Yeah. So I have a lot of patients that will come in and we're just building up the hip because really it really is just a waist to hip ratio.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
whatever that may be, the smaller the weight or the larger the hips, the smaller the waist looks.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, it don't matter how many of those leg abductions
No,
you do.
actually that's worse.
Yeah, is it?
Yes, that actually will make those hip dips worse.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. I thought it fills it in.
No, the action of squeezing your glutes. So like whenever you're doing like a deadlift and you like go up to the top and you squeeze your glutes. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You squeeze your glutes. That is the action that actually creates hip dips.
Well, let me stop working out. I ain't gonna work out no
No,
more.
really though, because I have patients who are bodybuilders, athletes, fitness girlies.
Yes.
You know, doing crazy athlete stuff on TV, right? And we are filling in hip dips because the more muscular your booty is, the deeper those dips go because that contraction of the glute is what creates that dip.
Yes.
So next time you go in the mirror, squeeze that glute up.
And
you'll
watch
see-
what happens.
Yeah, it goes in. So it is just flat fat placement. So if you don't have fat there,
Get a little.
non-surgical instant BBL. So yeah.
Okay, period.
Well, info.
Okay, so I feel like we need to cut and like we need to talk about Cove and we need to talk about how she got
yes, I'm
into
sorry.
injectables and stuff. Because one thing about us, we can talk about this stuff.
Oh yeah.
I had my 5 more questions.
I
didn't
me
see
too.
time.
And it's also just giving you our homegirl.
I know,
we just sitting
we're
here.
just chatting.
Yes, we're just chatting. But I want people to like know more about your business and how you got into
appreciate
doing
that.
injectables and
Go
stuff
ahead.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, this will be a story. So I've always. Okay, so backstory is when I was a senior in high school, I went through a super, super traumatic car accident where I don't think you guys even know.
No, that's what I was about
you
to
never
say.
told us
No,
that.
I don't think I even told you guys this, but
No.
I've got scars all over my body.
Okay.
I have this tattoo covers a scar. So I went through a lot of like my own like plastic reconstructive surgery, nothing like major, but really just for keloid scars, right?
Right.
Us as more melanated produced women, like we just keloid a lot faster. So
Yeah.
I had to do a lot of like reconstructive, like plastics thing, like even when I was in high school. So I felt like there is nothing that translates more like than feeling good on the outside that like translates more on the inside, right? Whenever you feel good on the outside, you're able to walk into an area and feel confident, look your best, you feel your best. So that's kind of what got me into the aesthetic industry. I was really just addicted to making people feel like the best version of themselves. And that really is like our motto at Cove, right? It's not about changing who you are, right? We can get into this too, but I'm a person that, for example, like I don't love a surgical rhinoplasty, okay? And the reason why I say that is because our nose is our heritage, right? And it's true to who we are, and that is what I preach at Cove. And so going through this and like being in the aesthetic industry for the past 6.5 years, I felt like there was such a negative stigma to like aesthetics and injectable changing who you are.
Yeah.
And it's really not about that, right? It's really about enhancing who you are. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin. And it's about being the best version and presenting the best version of yourself. And so when we co-founded Cove, my co-founder Ari and I, when we founded Cove, we really wanted to spread that message, right? And I was doing that previously at my other jobs, but it just wasn't like our mission statement, right? At Cove, our motto is natural by design, meaning it's always you, but elevated, making sure that you feel like the best version of you. And every time a patient walks through my door, I tell them, a lot of what I do is I reword the way that they think about themselves, the way that they feel about themselves. Sometimes they'll come in and they'll be like, I want to fix this, I want to fix this, I want to fix this. And they're holding the mirror this close. And I'm like, I'm not fixing anything, right? My job is not to fix anything. My job is to make you feel like the best version of yourself, to make you feel beautiful in your own skin. So that is why we founded Cove, and that is why I'm super excited I'm glad that you guys have come and seen it, and you need to come next week.
Yeah, I
but
know I need to come.
You guys have come and seen it, and like even like the second that you walk through the doors, you feel that love and that empowerment radiating as soon as you walk through our doors. Like it is such a calming atmosphere. It's not, it's not sharp or futuristic or, too crazy. It's warm, it's soft, it's elevated, it's comfortable, right? Because that is sometimes like we need to feel grounded in our own skin. And I'm someone that can help with that self-love, right? It's not about fixing anything. It's always about elevating who you are.
I love that. Like that really just warmed my heart because I think like as women, I don't care if you're in front of the camera, if you sit at a desk all day, if you work in the library, like feeling good is so tied to like your mental health
Absolutely.
sometimes. And
Absolutely.
you know, you want to still look in the mirror and see yourself, but like you said, like an elevated version of yourself. And I think that's so important. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with, you know, wanting to look in the mirror and be happy.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that you said that. And a lot of women are going to connect with that, especially like I said, in our community with being more melanated women. It's like they feel like if you touch yourself, you're trying to erase who you are. And it's like, it's not about that.
No.
It's just about wanting to feel beautiful and wanting, and I don't even want to say it's about like trying to reverse aging, because I think aging is a beautiful thing.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
We're lucky to do it.
Yes.
We're lucky to experience time.
Yes, absolutely. But it's all, that's the perfect word. Girl, I'm ready to go right now.
All right, let's go.
I'm ready to go to alcohol right now. And I love it.
I love me some alcohol. I've been there a few times.
I know, you're a regular.
And just
I
the way.
don't play about my little PDRN.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna start my little sessions. Cause I had a whole thing at the beginning of the year, so I was like in hiding. I had a really, really bad breakout. Like I had to go to the dermatologist.
I was the same way.
So I had to get, but now my skin is together. So I'm definitely coming to see you because it's time for my Botox again. But even the way, like, of course, I follow you on TikTok and watching the process, your interior decorating, like I could feel the love just watching it on my phone. Like it was a labor of love.
Absolutely.
So what has been the hardest thing about being a business owner now versus, you know, having to show up and it's kind of somebody else's versus it being yours?
I think the first difficulty is realizing that you are a business owner.
Yeah.
I think I forget that part so much. And then now we have, I think like 4 or 5 employees now. And that has been crazy. Making sure that I'm the kind of person that always wants to make people feel comfortable and respected and seen. And so kind of translating that from, you know, showing that with my clients to also being like a leader.
Yeah.
And so I think that has been the craziest part of it, but also, you know, like you quit your 9 to 5 to work 24/7.
Yes.
So that also just finding the time management of that, but it's been fun and it's starting to level out. And I feel like feeling like you need a sink or swim phase is passing. And I feel like it's just, you know, I'm just really walking like into the path that I was supposed to walk.
Yeah.
So that's been exciting.
Because when you left the last one, we was rioting. I was like, Drea, where Helen going? Did you see? She's like, girl, what you talking about? I said, girl, what we gonna do?
But I want to say that you guys, all my clients, all of you guys have literally been the reason why, and I have told you guys this so many times, but you guys have been the reason why I was able to even like have Alcove as a dream.
Yeah.
Right? Because you guys supported the mission statement. You guys supported the natural by design, wanting to look and feel your best. And you guys supported me, right?
Yes.
And supported us. So I wanted to make sure that I said a huge thank you to you guys for always just like shouting me out on the podcast too.
We
And
love you.
I love you guys. Like,
Thank you.
I love you guys. And it's been wonderful to see, like I said, like Lex, like I saw you from, I literally, probably from day one.
Yeah.
Right? I saw you. And then we were talking about the podcast and Drea, like you guys have literally, it's been so amazing watching you guys as women grow too. And then I think the best part of my job is like watching my clients, like we're going through life together, growing together, and look at us now. So
I know.
really
That's why I was
excited.
like, this
It's
is cool.
crazy.
It really
And
is.
we appreciate you too, and we love you too. And girl, of course, we're always gonna shout you out on the show because people are always complimenting us on our skin.
Yep.
They're always
Y'all should.
complimenting. Yes, it's like it's all because of Helen. Like she be taking care of us. And one thing about her, like she said earlier, and I can attest to this, she's never gonna do something if she doesn't think it's gonna look good. She's gonna make sure you still look like yourself, and it goes with whatever you came into her office telling you that you want. She's gonna make sure that that's what you get. So, yeah.
Absolutely, always. I got y'all's back.
Well, let the people know where they can find you, the website, TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Okay, so you can find us at The Alcove Aesthetics on TikTok and Instagram, thealcoveaesthetics.com, and then you can follow me at Injections by Helen on TikTok and Instagram.
Yes,
Yes,
thank
thank
you
you,
so
Helen.
much.
Thank you guys so much. I had so much fun.
Me too. Bye, y'all.